once again, everyone, and welcome to the Sanctuary. Once again, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, the newest expansion in the Final Fantasy XIV saga. X here. Last episode, well, Erenville and I were taking a trek, all along, Jacques Toral, which thankfully has a lot of American accents, because honestly, with Erenville being the center of attention right now, I am exhausted. But in our travels, we stumbled upon Namika. Unfortunately, we discovered her getting mugged, and the one thing that was stolen was a precious bracelet given to her by Wuk-Lamat before her departure. So we plan on getting it back, because there's no way we're fucking around with that. So, without further ado, let's get right down to it with the next quest in our journey, Braced for Trouble. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. Well, I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuk-Lamat. We must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would enjoy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dust Watch. Well, now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong. Are you? I may have saved the star on one occasion. You saved the star? That's a bold claim to make. But if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge me. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonate I cannot pronounce these names! What the fuck? We go from struggling with accents to names that I cannot pronounce for shit! Let me try this again. Well, of late, there's been talks about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonatin in the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that ceruleum extraction is big business, no one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits. Not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you've no objections. Right then, let's be off. Alright, time to ride. Oops, wrong way. Ah, there's Erenville. Seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Oh, what is with that fucking gear? They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dust Watch not have noticed by now? Question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps it's in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Time for some stealth. Bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop inside. As you lean to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can keep the Dust Watch off our backs. Hey, watch what you say. Wayne's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so. Who'd ever believe that one of them sainted souls was running our crew? That drunk who bought your story about the gold shin alpaca, am I right? Oh, that was a mistake. I did not see him there. Let's see. Let me out of here, you bastard! Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me! I'll get you back for framing my friends! The vulture most of all! You can tell him he can eat shit! Heh, how about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Oh, fuck a duck. He actually went and did it. Okay. Brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. Idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss please! Please! I'm sorry! Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, Ward. Don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. So, were you able to learn anything? The leader is a man of the Dust Watch? That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? Seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? The Koa? That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? You say they threatened to take him to speak with the Vulture? Their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies and Husatawi, we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed would prove difficult, though. He's that quick to point a gun at his own underling. I'll storm their hideout. I can take them. The direct approach may have served you well in the past, but it won't suffice here. Vihute is the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. He could claim we're the criminals in all this, and no few people would believe him. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Loate Heniawawasa. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. I cannot with this freaking land! Reading all these lines! Get me out of this place! Please! Give me some voiced cutscenes, please, for the love of God. And I thought whether or not it was Idleshire or Idleshire was bad. If we're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure them out. To do that, we'll have to avail ourselves of Yeheseria, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles this scent from a bird. We can then lure the Yeheseria into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the Vulture and his gang. Then, while they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask that you collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. And before you say anything, I did not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches, see them filled, and I will handle the rest. So, you get to find the wildflowers while I get to play in the shit. Great. Alright, I definitely need Ruby Doe for this now. Thought so. Of course you do. No droppings. Got it. There it is. Ugh. Let's get out of here, Ruby Doe. Out of curiosity, we haven't seen any alpaca keeps since we entered Shaktaral. So, I'm wondering if the transportation changes. Erenville? Finished already, are we? Excellent. This will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with tumblecloth fibers, dried nopalitenda root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come, let's head back to Tona Atanyawi. And watch out for the cerulean. This will be interesting, to say the least. Everything is ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Alright, let's do it. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I will keep watch from here. Get tracked in, I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of town. The Hehekaya will come soon after. Oh yeah, he's running. He running. Ooh, ether current. All right, go, 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 go. And now we run. What's that smell? Oh, that reeks! What'd you put in the fire? It wasn't me, I swear! Oh, did something die? I don't want to explain that ungodly stench to me. Ah, this douche. Boss? Over there? Huh? What in the world? Ah! Run for your lives! The smoke's what drew them here. I swear, when I find out who did this... I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Hey! What's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten! Sit tight. We'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out of here now! You're gonna kill me! I'm begging you, please! Shh! They'll hear you! Well, fuck. Shit! Who was that? Hey! Are you gonna help me or what? The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. This'll be fun. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that. Damn! Didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you. Eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? I I'm just having fun with you. I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. But he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bail me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now, too. We can go together. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you'll do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so those bandits at Tonatan Yawi, they're called the Daybreakers. It was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats. Not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago. Whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel. I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes. Even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, a small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of them, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Quicana and Lewin. We all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel, and he accepted. Still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kimaka. He's as honest as they come. Staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chief's, what do you think he believes? Well, if he knows where this Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is that you hear me out. but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Shishenewezi Springs. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. Well, at least we're going back to the springs. How far are we going? Oh, there we go. Good. Here. This is where he hides his loot. Expect he'll show up soon. Alright. Let's hope this works out. Voices. Come on, voice acting. Give me some voice acting. Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliolal, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. He wasn't sure what to make of you after Husatawi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. There's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Husatawi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Using that, we'll expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Hute's carrying the bracelet. But regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign ignorance? Oh, he'll try. And that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels in the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. And when he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? As long as we get the bracelet back. That bracelet's really important to you, huh? Don't worry. I'll see to it you get it back. You're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tonatan Yawi, so it's probably best I stay in such the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to Husatawi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. All right then, let's get to it. All right. Yeah, Kaya would likely that Shitona's doing. What's his angle? And then there's the brat. It's past time I dealt with him. All right, need to poke him. I get to poke people. What's this? Ah, an unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you needed the dust watch, sir? What? The Koa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me then? Alright, where are we going? Oh yeah, that way. Oh, we get talking points, huh? Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist. Shishinawezi Springs is the home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables. Is the place? I don't see him. Just a little further. I see. Very well, lead on. Oh, talking point. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. Best be wary of the beasts in these parts. They prefer to snack on ceruleum, but for you, I reckon they make an exception. Oh, there's the destination. Is this the place then? Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. This is some sort of joke. This is some sort of joke. Of all them. Let's keep moving. He's not gonna believe us for long. This better be the place. Ah, now I remember. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I will both dearly regret. Why we have to go all the way across the map for this bull crap is beyond me, but okay. Oh. All right, talking points. Unless you'd rather I feed you on raw, needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we are. All right, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is the Koa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Found it. He must have escaped. That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, Hiwote, you looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done for you. I'm with you. Now for the fun to begin. Come on, voices, give me voice acting. And not mine.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Finally.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shishenawetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
No, the fuck you wouldn't have. You would have had to arrest yourself.
What's the meaning of this, Wuhute?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear.
9-3
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Yep.
Wuhute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
Ah.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Damn right.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wuhute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
Nice.
As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
So nothing's changed. Got it.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew! Finally, it's over! I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Alright, we are going to take a quick break and we will be back with more. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. We will see you in a bit.